Welcome to my new video. This will be about the deadliest wars in human history. When I specify it, it is a list of top 10 deadliest wars. So, when we start, on the 10th place we have the 30 Years' War. This war, by its name, lasted for 30 years. It was war between Protestants and Catholics. It was one of the deadliest wars in the 17th century. It has begun in Prague, Bohemia. There happened a defenestration, which means to throw someone out of a window. And it wasn't the first time that it happened. In this war died almost 8 million people. On the 9th place, we have the Chinese Civil War. This war was between the Republicans and the Communists, with Communists winning and defeating the Republicans, which retreated to Taiwan. This situation holds on to this day, with Communists threatening to invade the small island nation. More than 8 million people were killed in this war. But this may not be the final number. On the 8th place, we have another civil war between communists and republicans or monarchists, the Russian Civil War. This war began in year 1917 and ended in year 1922. This war ended by creation of Soviet Union, setting the path for the Cold War. This war took 9 million people. On the 7th place, we have the Dangan Revolt, another war in China. This war between Hans, ethnic Chinese, and Huis, who were Chinese Muslims. It happened in 19th century. It killed almost 20 million people, and they mainly died due to famines caused by the war. On the 6th place, we have the Lashno Rebellion, another one in China. This rebellion began in 8th century. It was a rebellion against the Tang dynasty, and it may have killed around 36 million people, but this may be inaccurate. I have to say that I have put those two rebellions on those places, because we are not sure on 100% if there died the amount of people that are set above. On the 5th place, that is World War I. You probably all know this war, the greatest war, or the war to end all wars. It lasted for 4 years, beginning in year 1914 with the assassination of Franz Ferdinand d'Este and ending with the German surrender and the Treaty of Versailles. This war killed 18 million people. On the 4th place, we have the Taiping Rebellion, another rebellion in China, and this one is Christian Rebellion. This rebellion was led by Hong Xiuquan, a Chinese Christian who claimed to be the brother of Jesus Christ and proclaiming himself to be King of Heavenly Kingdom. This rebellion began in year 1850 and ended 14 years later in 1864 with the defeat of the rebels by the Qing dynasty. This war is responsible for killing between 20 to 30 million people. Number 3. On 3rd place, we have the Qing dynasty conquest of the Ming dynasty. This was transition between the Qing dynasty to the Ming dynasty. This rebellion waged for 60 years, from year 1618 to year 1683. It resulted in the death of 25 million people. What started as a relatively small rebellion in northeastern China ultimately resulted in one of the country's deadliest conflicts, as well as one of the deadliest wars in history. If you like this video, give here a like and subscribe for this channel for more videos. On the 2nd place, we have the Second Sino-Japanese War. this war between China and Japan. It began in 1937, Japanese attack on China, and ended in 1945 with Japanese capitulation. One can say that this is part of the Second World War, but I have decided to separate it because the Second World War officially started in year 1939 with the German invasion of Poland. This war killed almost 25 million people, mainly civilians. On number 1, we have the Second World War. I think that nobody expected anything else on this spot. One of the worst wars that humanity waged. It has killed around 70 million people, and it is unbelievable that this war ended just 70 years ago. Last word for end. I hope that you like this video. I have put there all those Chinese wars and rebellions because they are not known too well. And when I was creating this video, I was surprised by the amount of people who died in those conflicts in China. Goodbye.